Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2017. I'm Ray Bagley, Vice President of Trades for Newport Shipbuilding and a 1978 graduate of the Apprentice School. In a moment, thank you. In a moment, I will be asking you to rise as members of the class of 2017 enter. But first, I would like to mention several items of interest. Today, 148 graduates are being recognized as they culminate their apprenticeship and receive their certificates and ring the ceremonial bell. Our graduates represent 16 trades and 6 optional advanced programs. 29 have completed Frontline Fast, our Foreman Accelerated Skills Training Initiative, and 77 have completed an optional advanced program culminating with an associate's or a bachelor's degree. Our procession today will be led by Kimberly Jordan Dillard, a 2009 apprentice graduate, a former apprentice school craft instructor, and currently a general foreman on the Virginia-class submarine program. The graduates will be escorted by Emily Flores, a production planner, apprentice graduate, and a past president of the Students Association, and Marvin Barnes, a marine designer apprentice and our 2018 president of the Apprentice School Student Association. Now, if you would join me by rising for the procession and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and the invocation. The invocation for today's program will be provided by the Reverend Judith Cobb, a retired Lutheran pastor.
May we pray? Today is a day of accomplishments, O God. We ask that you would hear our words of thanks. We are grateful to you, good God, for skills, intelligence, and ability to work and to learn. Lead us in the goals of craftsmanship, scholarship, and leadership. We give you thanks for administrators and teachers who have been integral. They saw potential in all of these graduates. They recognized the possibility of what they could learn and become. They took time and expertise to teach and to affirm and to hold the students accountable in the classroom. We are grateful for their varied workplaces. The supervisors, staffs, and co-workers have changed their lives for the better, for the rest of their lives. We give you thanks for family and spouses and children and friends who supported, cheered, and were patient throughout this process. So we take a moment now, O God, to pause and to realize that none of us has gotten where we are today totally by ourselves. We give you thanks for the people, the communities, and institutions who have helped to make this day possible. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Cobb, for such a beautiful invocation. Now you may all be seated. So first thing I'd like to do is for us to give a round of applause to the Peninsula Concert Band under the direction of Ronnie Tong Jr. We appreciate the band's performance, and we look forward to their music later in the program. I also like to thank Liberty Baptist for making it possible for our commencement to be held in this beautiful complex. Next, I would like to acknowledge the leadership team that oversees departments and divisions in which our apprentices serve. Can I just say I got ahead of myself? That shows that we're human, right? So if you would bear with me, let me go back. In our debt of gratitude, first of all, let me start by introducing the Apprentice School faculty and staff. This team of dedicated people is committed to educating the next generation of leadership at Newport News Shipbuilding. I ask that the faculty and staff please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Next, I would like to acknowledge the leadership team that oversees departments and divisions in which our apprentices serve. Their support is imperative to ensure that apprentices receive continuous development and well-rounded opportunities. I would like for them to stand as well. Thank you. Additionally, there are a number of special guests and supporters who are here today and they have joined us. For the sake of time, I'd like to recognize just a few and ask you to hold your applause and refer to the program for a complete listing. In addition to our executive staff, who is on stage, attending today are a number of Newport News Shipbuilding and Huntington Ingalls Industries retired and current senior executives. We also are happy to have a number of representatives from the Commonwealth of Virginia who are here with us today. From the Virginia General Assembly, Delegate Emily M. Brewer. Also a delegate, Barry Knight. Also, Delegate Cheryl Turpin. Delegate Gian Ward. And Delegate David Yancey. We also have representatives from the Virginia Department of Labor and Industry and the Virginia Employment Commission. We would also like to thank Hampton Roads Partners for joining with us today. From the City of Hampton, Mayor Donnie Tuck. From the City of Newport News, Mayor McKinley Price and Councilman Marcellus Harris III. And from the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Brian Stevens, President and CEO. Additionally, we are privileged to have a number of representatives joining us today from higher education, with which we share a tremendous partnership with. Thank you to the representatives from Hampton University, Old Dominion University, St. Leo University, Thomas Nelson Community College, and Tidewater Community College. Again, thank you all for attending today in this great celebration. Before we turn our attention to the presentation of awards, you may have noticed that many of our graduates, faculty, and staff are wearing red ribbons today. These ribbons are worn in support of the American Heart Association and in honor of two significant losses, the Apprentice School and the class of 2017 recently experienced. On January the 4th, the Apprentice School lost a longtime family member, John Eddie Hogg. John was a master shipbuilder. He was with us for 43 years. In the shipyard, he served as a pipe fitter apprentice instructor for 37 years. He was a co-worker, he was a leader, and Eddie was a friend. But most importantly, he was a husband and a dad. Eddie was dedicated to teaching apprentices the skills of the craft and the skills of a leader. He was respected in the classroom as well as on the job. Eddie will be greatly missed by his fellow instructors and the apprentices alike. Sadly, also, on February the 4th, we lost a friend and a former director of the Apprentice School, Director of Education. His name was Everett Jordan, Jr. For 8 years, Everett served as an ambassador of the school and was the person standing right here at the podium as the master of ceremonies. So if I crack on you a little bit, you can understand how deeply this is to me. He started his career building houses, but it wasn't long before Everett transferred his building skills from homes to ships. During his leadership of the Apprentice School, Everett was instrumental in building the success of the school and led the charge in the design and the development of the new Apprentice School complex. But his crowning achievement, one that Everett and I have talked about many times, the one in which he was so proud of all his many accomplishments, was his beautiful family that he and Cynthia built. We are fortunate to have Cynthia and Everett's sons here today, Jeremy and Joshua. And let me just say to the families of those two individuals, we are your extended family, and we will forever be here for you. Everett's passion for the apprentice school has forever left its mark. He will be missed. So we share our condolences with the family. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure that we begin the presentation of awards. And I would like to ask that you refer to your program for a detailed description of each. The apprentice school is anchored on craftsmanship, scholarship, and leadership. And today, we recognize individuals who have accomplished outstanding achievements in each of these areas. With respect to academics and athletic, our award winners are wearing medallions to signify their exceptional accomplishments in the classroom and on the field of play. Additionally, as the graduates entered, you may have noticed many wearing gold sashes. The sash identifies those who are graduating with honors at 3 levels of distinction. In fact, today we have 35 apprentices who have completed the required program with honors, and 21 are graduating today with a grade point average of 4.0. With respect to the optional advanced programs, 13 apprentices earn honors, 16 apprentices earn high honors, and 3 earn highest honors. Also, you would notice a red and white blue cord is being worn by 14 graduates who are veterans or who are actively serving in our United States military. Now, let's begin recognizing the recipients of the 6 awards. Each award will be presented by a member of our executive team, who will introduce the following presenter. As the graduates are named, or the graduates' names are called, I would ask that you would hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. I am honored to introduce our first award presenter, who is a 1980 apprentice school graduate, and he is the Vice President of Manufacturing and Material Logistics. Please help me to welcome Rob Hogan.
Thank you, Ray. It's my honor to be here today and kick off the graduate and faculty awards presentations. Although it's been over 40 years since I began my apprenticeship, in many ways I remember it like it was yesterday. I know firsthand the hard work, the studying, the focus, and the commitment you put into being here today. Congratulations to you all on a job well done. Today, I'm presenting the award for Excellence in Craftsmanship. This award is named in honor of Niels Christiansen, who began his career with the shipyard in 1896 and had the reputation of being a tremendous craftsman. He worked his way up in the company to become the machinery superintendent, a position he held for 20 years. Like Mr. Christiansen, today's award winners are tremendous in their own right. Having earned the highest shop grade averages across the 5 major groupings of waterfront and maintenance trades. When I call your name, please come forward. Welder Jason Lawrence Carter, Electrician William Franklin Harris III, Insulator Wilbert Thomas Jr., Outside Machinist Jordan Lee Wallmeyer, and Sheet Metal Worker John Robert Winall. Ladies and gentlemen, these shipbuilders represent the best of the best. They have mastered their respective crafts and serve as examples not only for their fellow apprentices, but for all shipbuilders. They will each receive a quartermaster clock with an engraved nameplate to remember this special occasion. Please join me in giving Jason, William, Wilbert, Jordan, and John a well-deserved round of applause. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce Ken Mahler, Vice President of Navy Programs, to present our next award. Ken?
Well, thank you, Rob, and good afternoon, everyone. I feel especially fortunate to publicly congratulate our newest graduates. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I am honored today to present the Charles F. Bailey Award. This award is named for a shipbuilder who served as a chief draftsman and later as an engineering director from 1918 until his retirement in 1934. The Bailey Award is presented to the graduates who attain the highest scholastic average in required academic and trade theory courses. This year, we have 21 graduates who earned perfect 4.0 grade point averages in these courses. When I call your names, please come forward. Please welcome Todd Michael Ashley, Christopher Wayne Boone, Trevor Ray Brady, Catherine Dawn Cannon, Glenn Lamar Ford Jr., Helen Jeanette Galt, Tommy Lowell Gray, Zane Alexander Hayden, Dennis Hasanovic, Jordan Tyler Howell, Stacy Elizabeth Irving, Austin Tyler Kemp, James Michael Livengood Jr., Vivian Lopez, Christopher Allen Mook, Robert Corey Page, Sarah Lee Skaggs, Gary Lee Smith II, Richard Sutters, Jordan Lee Wallmeyer, and Michael Tristan Williard. These shipbuilders represent commitment, dedication, and perseverance. Their hard work and their focus allowed them to not only graduate here today, but to do so while achieving a perfect 4.0 grade point average in their required courses. The recipients of this award will receive a desk clock later today after the ceremony. So please join me in congratulating all of them on such an outstanding achievement. now it's my honor to introduce our next presenter. Please welcome our Vice President of Engineering and Design, Charles Southall.
Thank you, Ken. Good afternoon. It's really inspiring to be here today, to feel the excitement and pride in this room as we honor our newest apprentice school graduates. I would like to add my sincere congratulations to all of you and your families. I'm honored today to present the W.R. Pat Phillips Jr. Award. This award honors the school's most distinguished alumnus who retired as Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Newport Shipbuilding in 1995 after a 46-year career. He was also responsible for reestablishing the design apprenticeships in 1995. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the W.R. Phillips Jr. Award winners from the class of 2017. Marine Engineer Angel de Guzman Counts. Modeling and Simulation Program Analyst Jordan Tyler Howell. And Production Planner Daniel Patrick Sheridan. These three graduates come from salaried apprenticeship programs, and they have earned the highest shop averages. Their grades are based on monthly instructor and supervisor evaluations of their craft performance. Our award winners possess a unique combination of knowledge and skill in business management, planning, design, and manufacturing. They will each receive a mantle clock in recognition of their accomplishments. Congratulations and well done. And now it is my honor to introduce our Vice President for Fleet Support, Mr. Bill Smith.
Thank you, Charles. Good afternoon, everyone. As a 1988 apprentice graduate, I'm honored to celebrate this momentous occasion with each of you. Your achievements stand as examples of what can be done accomplished through hard work, persistence, and a can-do attitude. So congratulations on a job well done. Today I'm privileged of presenting the award named in honor of G. Guy Vaya, who was the first supervisor of apprentices when the school was founded in 1919. This award is presented to the graduates who attained the highest scholastic averages in advanced academic programs, leading to associate degrees from Thomas Nelson Community College or Tidewater Community College, or a bachelor's degree from Old Dominion University. Please welcome to the stage our 7 winners. Pipe fitter, Brett Thomas Denson, with an applied associate's degree in mechanical engineering technology. Production planner, Robert Allen Hansford, with an associate's degree in business administration. Modeling and Simulation Program Analyst, Jordan Tyler Howell, with an associate's degree in engineering. Marine Engineer, Christopher Allen Mook, with a bachelor's degree in engineering. Non-destructive Tester, Sean Patrick Morrow, with an applied associate's degree in technical studies. Maintenance Electrician, Gary Lee Smith II, with an associate's degree in business administration. And outside machinist, Jordan Lee Wallmeyer, with an associate's degree in business administration. These shipbuilders represent our newest leaders. They have not only earned their apprentice certificates, they also earned their college degrees. We know it's not easy, and we commend you for you and your hard work and dedication. You will each receive a mantel clock with an engraved nameplate. Congratulations. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Ron Murray, Vice President of Quality, to present our next award. Ron.
Thank you, Bill. Like so many of us here today, I too have a personal connection to the school. Being a part of this ceremony is always such a highlight for me. My father is an apprentice school graduate from the class of 1964. It's my privilege to be here today to honor him and to celebrate our newest graduating class. You're the future of our company, and your commitment and dedication is truly inspiring. Congratulations to you all. I'm honored to present the James P. Healy Award for Leadership in Community Service. This award is sponsored by the Mariners Club, an organization of waterfront middle management that promotes social and charitable activities and fosters teamwork. The award is given in honor of Jim Healy, a machinist from the class of 1959 and a founding member of the Trident Club, which was the forerunner to the Mariners Club. We're pleased to have Jim and his wife Nancy in the audience with us this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. After the ceremony, this year's winner will receive a special plaque from the Mariners Club and a monetary gift. So please join me in welcoming to the stage the recipient of the James P. Healy Community Service Award, Ebony Jamelia Terry Flores. Production planner apprentice Ebony Flores embraced the calling of community service since the beginning of her apprenticeship. Since 2014, she served as a delegate for the Apprentice Schools Student Association and volunteered at many sponsored events. Ebony has served as ASSA Communications Chair, Secretary, and President, and she is currently the Social Chair for the Apprentice Athletic Club. Ebony has volunteered with the Sarah Bonwell Hudgens Center, the Children's Fishing Clinic, and all of her children's sports teams. She's graduating from the Advanced Shipyard Operations Curriculum Program and is applying to the Cybersecurity Master's Program at Norfolk State University, all while working in the Build Authority as a production planner and scheduler. Ebony, I commend you on your accomplishments and your dedication to service for others. You truly represent the apprentice school spirit of leadership in community service. And now it's my honor to introduce our next presenter. Please welcome the Vice President of Strategic Sourcing and a class of 1975 Apprentice School graduate, John Temple.
Thank you, Ron. I'm really excited to be here today and to meet our graduates and our future leaders. Congratulations to each on this hard-earned accomplishment. We have heard a lot about the great achievements of this class, and while it is extremely impressive, it is only possible through the guidance and leadership of our great instructors. Today, I am honored to present the award for the Outstanding Apprentice School Faculty Member. This award is named for Frank Satchel, who graduated from the Apprentice School in 1967, served as an apprentice instructor, and was an integral part of the academic program for almost 35 years. Frank is also a master shipbuilder, and we are pleased that he and his wife Elizabeth have joined us today. Thank you for being here. For this award, members of the graduating class were asked to identify the academic and craft instructors who had the most positive impact on their apprenticeships. From the list of the instructors identified, a selection committee chose the faculty member who represents the highest level of instructional quality, concern for apprentices' success, and overall contributions and support of the school. This year's recipient will receive a hanging wall clock with an engraved nameplate, and I am pleased to announce that the Outstanding Faculty Award winner for 2017 is Kimberly Marie Jordan Dillard. Kimberly is a class of 2009 painter, insulator, apprentice graduate, and the James P. Healy Award recipient of her graduating class. She joined Apprentice School as an X-33 craft instructor to follow her passion to train, develop, and motivate apprentices to produce quality work and impart a strong work ethic. And she served as the Apprentice School cheer team coach, where she mentored and developed young women in the program. Kimberly remains active by serving as the recording secretary of the Apprentice Alumni Association, vice president of the Mariners Club, and the first vice president of the Apprentice Athletic Club. She was recently promoted to general foreman for paint and insulation on the VCS program. Kimberly's husband, Carlton, and their children, Kiera, Kayla, and Carter, are also here. Please join me in congratulating Kimberly and in thanking all of the instructors and the faculty for a successful 2017. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Matt Needy, Vice President of Operations. Matt.
Thank you, John, and congratulations, Kimberly. Very proud of you. To culminate our graduate awards today, we have two distinct groups of recipients who are also worthy of recognition. The first group includes individuals who are graduating from our marine engineering program. These apprentices completed a Newport News apprenticeship that includes a bachelor's degree in engineering from Old Dominion University. Would those group of individuals please stand and be recognized? The second group of 9 are recipients of the Gold Athletic Award. This award recognizes graduates who have demonstrated outstanding athletic achievement and completed 4 years of apprentice school collegiate athletics. We are honored this year, they were honored earlier this week in a special award ceremony, and I'd like to also ask them to stand to be recognized. All right, that sounds like it. This is a celebration today, right? All right. So we are here to celebrate something very special today. We're here to celebrate all of your all's hard work, all of your all's dedication, and your commitment to being the very, very best shipbuilders you can be. Today is also a celebration for Newport News Shipbuilding's future, because each and every one of you represents what our shipyard can and is becoming. It's a very exciting time at Newport News Shipbuilding. And now I have the pleasure to introduce somebody that is spurring a lot of that excitement. Her name is Jennifer Boykin. Jennifer joined Newport News Shipbuilding in 1987 as an engineer and has left her mark across the shipyard as Vice President of Engineering and Design, Vice President of Quality and Process Excellence, Director of Facilities and Waterfront Support, and Program Manager for Nuclear Engineering Division. She also served as a construction superintendent for the aircraft carrier program during the construction of USS John C. Stennis and USS Harry S. Truman. As a St. Louis native, Jennifer earned her bachelor's degree from the Merchant Marine Maritime Academy and her master's degree from the George Washington University. Today, she is the very first woman to serve as president of our 132-year history. I think that deserves a round of applause. Jennifer is also an avid Cardinals baseball fan, and I promise you, did I hear a fan out there? And I promise you, she's even a bigger fan of all of you. She is someone I consider a very, very close friend and one of the most visionary and passionate leaders I know. Please welcome with me, the 20th president of Newport News Shipbuilding, Miss Jennifer Boykin.
Well, thank you, Matt, for that very kind introduction, and hello to all of you. I am very honored to be here today with all of you, with the graduates, family, friends, and loved ones. I've attended this ceremony many times before, but this is the first as president, and you are the first class, my class, to graduate in my new role as president. So I hope you will indulge me when I consider you my class. Each of us has embarked on a new journey this last year, graduating from the familiar into something new and maybe a little more daunting. And if any of you are like me, you still find days where you ask yourself, am I doing this right? But what I've learned over these 7 months is that it's okay to not be in your comfort zone. In fact, I would tell you that if you're not in your comfort zone, you're probably not learning. Like for me right now, delivering today's commencement address, I've been asked to take on this awesome responsibility of being inspirational, maybe memorable, maybe a little funny, but do all that within a short period of time, not necessarily in my comfort zone. So to help me prepare for today, I've turned to the classics: art, history, and hip hop. Over the shutdown, I saw the Broadway musical Hamilton, about the life and times of American founding father Alexander Hamilton and the birth of our nation. And unlike traditional Broadway musicals, this one features both singing and rapping. And no, I have no mad skills, and I won't be doing those today. And in the past few months, the last few months have been a bit of a whirlwind to me, and actually seeing this show and listening to the soundtrack since has helped me take a little bit of a break. And it's let me become inspired by something that on the surface seems to have very little to do with shipbuilding. And today, I'd like to share with you 3 themes from that show that have made a huge impact on me personally, and in fact also resonate with me professionally as I think about my vision for Newport News Shipbuilding, and when I think about your role in that. The first of the themes centers on leveraging diversity for greatness. The musical Hamilton tells the story of the Revolutionary War and the birth of our nation, and the creator, Lin-Manuel Miranda, perfectly illustrates how diverse and different all of our founding fathers were. I actually love how he depicted this in cabinet meeting rap battles between George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. We might have to try that in our staff meetings. Yet, despite their differences, or rather because of their differences, they were able to establish a new nation and invent a whole new form of government. They ultimately set aside their personal, individual interests and focused instead on the national interests for the greater good of a brand new nation. And I would argue if they had not succeeded, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today. And as I look out at you, as I look out at my class, it's your diversity that brings relevance and certainty to our future. The diverse experiences and the perspectives that you bring to our business, to the ships, to the shops, in the office buildings, and in our boardrooms will ensure our success for the future. Take, for example, your fellow graduate, Helen Galt. Helen spent 10 years as a professional ballerina before turning her toe shoes in for steel toes. Helen said that each day in the shipyard provides her the opportunity to achieve something meaningful. As the daughter of an Air Force pilot, she brings a powerful perspective to our business. Helen lost her father at a young age to his work, and she understands that the work that she does every day now helps protect military women and men who serve aboard our ships so that they're all able to return home safely to their families. Helen's diverse background and unique perspective makes us a better company. The second Hamilton-inspired theme that I want to share with you today is the importance of focusing on today while ensuring that you have a long-range vision for the future. The idea of Hamilton started when its creator, Lin-Manuel Miranda, started reading a biography about Alexander Hamilton while he was on vacation in Mexico. The more he read, the more his wheels started to turn, and soon, he says, hip-hop songs were rising off the page. In fact, his first vision was pretty innovative, a hip-hop concept album of the nation's first Treasury Secretary. But what's so inspiring to me is how this initial vision grew every time someone else with a unique theater talent heard his idea. Everybody wanted to be part of it and brought something new to it, and eventually it became so much more than any single one of them could have imagined. It took Miranda 7 years to write the show. It took hard work, it took long hours, and it took a belief that he was creating something larger than himself, and he did. And I believe that all great evolutions or revolutions, whether it is in music, whether it is in history, or whether it is in business, they all require an intense focus on what has to be accomplished today and never losing the vision of the long range and keeping that long range vision sharp. Somebody once said that a vision is great on paper, but the execution needs to be as brilliant as the plan. And that someone is apprentice graduate and outside machinist Vlad Kazanev. He said the visionary can be excited, but getting others to reach that same level of excitement is the challenge. And Vlad, you could not be more right. If we aren't excited about our future, if we aren't engaged in what the future looks like, our vision will not become a reality. Until we believe it, we cannot see it. And I want you to believe in it because I want you to see it. Because I believe in Newport News Shipbuilding, and I do believe that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. And because I believe in all of you. And that brings me to my third and final takeaway from Hamilton. Be brave. In one of the show's most popular songs, the lyric, "I am not throwing away my shot," has become an anthem for having courage. Transforming Alexander Hamilton and the Founding Fathers into a hip-hop musical was in and of itself risky, innovative, and different than anything that had ever been done before. And on top of that, the creative team cast African American and Hispanic actors to play the Founding Fathers. That took some guts. When the musical debuted in 2015, it disrupted that world of theater and has turned into one of the most celebrated musicals of all time, earning 11 Tony Awards and earning the author a Pulitzer Prize. It's that kind of determination and courage and willingness to consider new paths that I know lives in all of you. Take Haley Kalbaum's decision to attend the apprentice school, for example. Haley, who sits among you today, chose the apprentice school over William & Mary, Christopher Newport University, Virginia Tech, and the University of Virginia. People who admired Haley were dumbfounded. One of Haley's favorite teachers told her she was making a big mistake, and her older sister worried that she might miss out on traditional college experiences. But Haley persisted, knowing that the apprentice school would be more than the next step in her education. It would bring unique opportunities and ways to continue her education. She didn't know what major she would study, but Haley knew she enjoyed working with her hands. So she made the brave decision that, as it turns out, to be a pretty wise one. Today, Haley's makeup foreman in quality control and just recently accepted a job as supervisor in the aircraft carrier overhaul program. And last year, I hear you, Thomasia. Last year, Haley bought her first house and got engaged to fellow shipbuilder. But my favorite part of Haley's story is that her father followed in her footsteps. After seeing Haley's accomplishments and how much she enjoys her work, her father, Steve, applied to the shipyard and was hired as an outside machinist. And as I understand, Steve is doing pretty well, just like the class of 2017. Haley, Vlad, Helen, and all 148 of you of my class, of my Hull number 1, each of you will play a crucial role in protecting the military and furthering the freedoms that Alexander Hamilton and all the other founding fathers struggled for. As graduates of the apprentice school, I consider you leaders at Newport News Shipbuilding, and you're coming into this role during a very unique time in this business's history. It is, as Matt said, such an exciting time to be a shipbuilder. We are transforming how we build ships, how we run the business, and how we improve the work experience for every employee. We are working smart to innovate, to rethink, to reinvent the business of shipbuilding. Today, we are moving forward, committed to building a future that takes the best and puts them together of people and technology, and not just for today's workforce, but for our children and our children's children who will come after us. There is so much opportunity for greatness. How will you achieve yours? What will the story be that future shipbuilders tell about you? What legacy will you leave? Because if there's one thing that you remember from this speech and nothing else, it's this: history has its eyes on you. Congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you very much.
Wow. What do you think? So, Jennifer, we would like to thank you for addressing the class. Also, thank you for your leadership and for just inspiring these group of leaders who's going to be the future for our great company, Newport News Shipbuilding. Thank you, Jennifer. So now I would like to introduce Dr. Alicia Uzzle, the Apprentice School Manager of Academics and Student Services, to conduct the awarding of the certificates. So before I ask you this question, earlier I asked you to hold your applause. And we just want to compliment you. I knew it was hard for you to resist, but you did it. Now, I'm going to ask the question. Graduates, are you ready? Graduates, are you ready? So for all of you family and friends who came to celebrate, let your applause rip. Alicia.
Graduates, as you stand row by row, please turn your tassels from the right to the left, signifying the completion of your apprenticeship. We will begin with our award winners, followed by remaining class in alphabetical order. James Patrick Anthony. With high honors, Todd Michael Ashley. With honors, Christopher Wayne Boone. With honors, Patrick Douglas Boston. With honors, Trevor Ray Brady. With high honors, Catherine Dawn Cannon. Jason Lawrence Carter. Jalen Alexander Cotman. With honors, Angel de Guzman Counts. With honors, Brett Thomas Denson. Ebony Jamelia Terry Flores. With honors, Glenn Lamar Ford, Jr. With honors, Helen Jeanette Galt. With honors, Austin William Goforth. With honors, Tommy Lowell Gray. With honors, Zane Alexander Hayden. With high honors, Robert Allen Hansford. With honors, William Franklin Harris III. With high honors, Jordan Tyler Howe. With honors, Stacy Elizabeth Irving. With honors, Austin Tyler Kemp. With honors, Deanna Tyne Leary. With honors, James Michael Livengood, Jr. With high honors, Vivian Lopez. With high honors, Christopher Allen Mook. With high honors, Sean Patrick Morrow. Jessica Renee Neighbors. With honors, Eric Randall Ohlenberger. With high honors, Robert Corey Page. Thomas Joseph Richardson.
Thank you.
With honors, Daniel Patrick Sheridan. With honors, Sarah Lee Skaggs. With highest honors, Gary Lee Smith II. With honors, Richard Stephen Suiters. With honors, Casey Taylor Tevis. Wilbert Thomas, Jr. With highest honors, Jordan Lee Wallmeyer. Courtney Renee White.
Thank you, Bobby.
Akeven Montrell Williams. With honors, Michael Tristan Williard. With honors, John Robert Winall. With honors, James Robert Adkins. Lawrence Stetson, AG. With high honors, Tamika Chanel Armstead. With honors, Jason David Barnes. Willie MacArthur Bass III. Christy Latrice Beeman. Kenneth Robert Bedio. Seth Daniel Benton. James Lewis Bowers, Jr. With honors, Bernard Juan Boyd, Jr. Daniel Maurice Braxton. That's not Ashanti. Which is this? Ashanti Tunga Bridge.
Thank you.
Tia Jatanda Brothers. With honors, Christian Charles Burton. With high honors, Rakeem Martrell Bynum. With honors, Caleb Rainier Campbell. With high honors, Vladislav Kudulin Kasanave. With honors, James Patrick Cleary. Derek Lamont Collins. Carlos Alfredo Contreras. Zachary Michael Crabb. Melanie Myrene Cruz. With honors, Nathan Winslow Dolan, Jr. Dominique Ty Ebron. Kyle Alexander Elmore. Robert Brandon Faison. Sean Michael Ferrari. With honors, Zachary Tyler Gaskins. Kimberly Winkleman Gearhart. Dakota Austin Griggs. Christopher William Gio. John Dylan Hall. Dimitri Jacob Hare. With honors, Diamond Nachelle Harris. William Brandon Harris. Casey Elliott Heath. Cameron Lamar Hebbins. With honors, John Garland Hendricks. Amy Elizabeth Hicks. With honors, Tina Tinan Hewing. Caleb Johannes Jennings. Erica Danielle Jennings. With honors, James Kyle Joins. With honors, Romero Lamont Jones. With high honors, Haley Marie Kalbaum. With high honors, Joseph Marshall Callis. Andrew Joseph Kramer. Lucas Randall Labrie. Brian Andrew Stephen Lundrum. With honors, Terry Allen Largina, Jr. With high honors, Brandon Ray Lassiter. John Scott McAmer. Austin Wayne Manning. With honors, Robert Charles Marshall. Cody Ryan Mason. Joseph Alexander McCain. Antonia Marie McNair. John William Meltzer. Jack Nicholas Malloy. Gary Allen Nix. Lawrence Wendell Parham, Jr. With highest honors, Everett Otto Parks, Jr. Jessica Renee Person. Joshua Tyler Portno. Satchel James Powell. Michael Charles Quintus II. With honors, Brendan Keith Raynor. Candace Chantel Rogers. With high honors, Nicholas Alexander Snyder. Ryan Craig Schumacher. Jonathan Lewis Sebrel. Odell Shaw Jr. Troy Austin Smith. Tia Jasmine Speller. With honors, William Robert Styron. Joshua Donnell Taylor. With honors, Troy John Toombs. Corey Thomas Trainer. With high honors, Sean Aaron Turner. With honors, Jonathan Ross Vanoy. David James Wagner.
Thank you.
William Buck Waldrop III. Christopher Michael Walter. Dimitri Kevin Washington. Connor Joseph Waters. Sean Kenneth Wickfield. Antoine Darrell Wilburn. Ricky Ray Wilkins Jr. With honors, Austin Eugene Wynn.
Wow. Dr. Uzzle, thank you. How about another round of applause for the graduates? Wow, another great day. So let me just say that I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations again to all of our graduates and to all of your families, and to all the friends who came out to support you today. Let's give them a hand. So graduates, having sit where you're sitting, it's been a long journey. I know it wasn't easy, but you made it. So I'm honored to share this very, very important milestone with you today and to offer my sincere thanks for you stepping up and answering the call to the challenge. You are the future of our company. And we are so proud of each and every one of you. It is now my honor to present the last award of the evening. It's an award in memory of a true visionary by the name of Homer L. Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson was a former chairman of the board of directors and president of the shipyard, a position he held for 38 years. In 1919, Mr. Ferguson authorized day attendance at a school within the plant on paid time with special supervision and shop instruction for apprentices. This was the beginning of our dearly beloved apprentice school. The award name in Mr. Ferguson's honor recognizes the graduate with the highest average in combined required academic and craft grades. And it is the tradition that this graduate speak on the behalf of the entire graduating class. This year's recipient of the Homer L. Ferguson Award is Gary Lee Smith II.
First, I'm glad to think they brought the band back to play me out if I go on too long. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Bagley, for presenting me this award. Thank you to our distinguished guests, apprentice school staff, friends, family, and the entire class of 2017. The Homer L. Ferguson Award is presented to an individual apprentice who has the highest combined average of classroom GPA and shop grades. It is with great honor that I accept this award. First, I want to thank my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Growing up, I thought you were being hard on me, but it was just showing me how to earn things and not expect them to be given to me. It's the first time you said that to me in 28 years. Next, I want to thank my girlfriend, Brittany Ellis, and our daughter, Kylie. Over the last 4 years, the two of you have dealt with many late nights of me complaining of how exhausted I was and about the amount of homework I had. You never told me to be quiet or stop complaining. You just nodded and listened, or at least I thought you were. To all the foremen and crews I have worked for, thank you for teaching me everything you could and trusting in my work. Thank you to the teachers at the Apprentice School and Thomas Nelson for challenging me and my procrastination skills. To my craft instructors, Brittany Harriet and Kevin Bond, thank you for keeping me focused on what I needed to do and what I needed to learn, and keep pushing me forward, like when I wasn't going to apply for Frontline Fast, but you made sure I got it. Although I didn't make it at that time, I was lucky enough to make it in the next cohort because of your motivation. Speaking of Frontline Fast, Thank you to Jason Kinney, Tom Pruitt, the rest of my cohort, and those who participated in the William & Mary leadership experience with me. You all helped me show what qualities a great leader of the shipyard possesses. Finally, thank you to the strangers who became friends and the friends who became family. Without you, I wouldn't be here accepting this award. Our morning study group was aptly named the Breakfast Club because we were coming in early to eat breakfast and make sure we were cramming for every class that was going on that day. Tamika, Vivian, Bridge, Sarah, Sutton, Tyler, John, and all the rest that would join, thank you for making class fun and challenging me to strive for perfection and settle for greatness. Over the last 4+ years, we have an abundance of change here at the shipyard, in the company, in the school. We started class as a new state-of-the-art facility. Gone are the days of leaving those camera-enabled devices in our cars. We got a new president in Miss Jennifer Boykin, who is taking the company forward into a better future for all of us. Although this award is presented as an individual award, I accept it for the entire class of 2017 because we have all worked hard to get here today. We all know the struggle of waking up early before the sun to drive to work to fight for parking. Leaving your smartphone in your car because it had a camera on it and feeling disconnected from the world. Well, most of us, anyways. Then struggling while working in the baking sun, blistering cold, and pouring rain to learn a trade that we were going to turn into a career. To cram ourselves into tight spaces, to get the job done right the first time, safely, within budget, on time, every time. Then we get to go home and do homework for the next day's classes. Whether you realize it or not, when we went to class, we were already being taught how to be future leaders of the company. We all got world-class shipbuilding curriculum classes that once we were done with, all we needed was a mere 7,000 more hours of craft training. To those of you that stopped here, you were the sane ones. You are now a fountain of knowledge for your trade, and I remind you, you are ready to be a leader. Some of us tried pre-advanced and advanced classes to continue our education. Some of us were selected to advanced programs, and those that were, you had to start learning a new trade for the second time in 3 years. Some of us went ASOC and stuck with their tools. Some even got selected in the frontline fast and were given training to help develop us into future waterfront leaders. All of these are great choices. All of us are ready to lead. You may be wondering why I keep saying we are ready to lead. Well, it all goes back to my orientation and something Mr. Ron Lyles said. To paraphrase, he said, all of you have come in at the right time. All the baby boomers will be retiring when you finish your time. So get all the knowledge out of them and force those old guys to retire. I don't think he actually meant force them to retire, but who knows? Either way, our time is up. It's our time for us to step up into our next journey, whether it be as a foreman, lead mechanic, in another trade. Being a leader isn't a job title. It's an ability that has been taught to us over the last 4 years. We need to take the reins as we transition through this time in the company where so much knowledge is leaving for the last time and so many fresh faces are coming through the gate for the first time. As we move forward from paper to digital, we must also grab that knowledge and store it for the future. I accepted this award for the entire class because I can't do it alone. It's like something I heard Mr. Bagley say once, live as a team or die as an individual. Plain and simple, none of us can do it alone. We can't build the greatest ships and submarines the world has ever seen alone. And as we become leaders of this great company, we must rely on our mentors, fellow co-workers, resources, and each other, regardless of trade, because none of us can build a ship alone in the ever-changing shipyard. Mr. Bagley also gave me some advice last week when I got to meet with him that I will now pass on to you. Don't lose yourself in trying to reach that next level, because who you are is how you got where you are today. If you work your hardest at being the best at your current job, the next one will automatically come, because people are always watching, whether it be in your crew, management, or even just people who see and interact with you daily. In conclusion, on behalf of the class of 2017, I thank you all for this award. I hope to grow with you as we begin down our new paths here in the shipyard as apprentice alumni. I leave you all with the challenge given to my frontline fast cohort by Dr. Alicia Uzzle, now that we are all leaders. I challenge each of you to be progressive in your thinking as it relates to empowering and encouraging members of your crew to work safe, work hard, and seek opportunities for personal and professional growth, because oftentimes we knowingly or unknowingly tend to lean towards those whom we are most familiar with or comfortable. In accepting this challenge, we, the Apprentice School Class of 2017, will need to be deliberate in our thoughts and actions to see people beyond their race, ethnicity, gender, and religious beliefs. Because at the end of the day, people build these ships and keep this company running for the next generation. In doing this, we will keep building the legacy of Newport News Shipbuilding and the Apprentice School well into the future, our future. Thank you.
Gary, thank you. You can tell the type leader that Gary is by the way that all his peers stood up and started chanting, Gary, Gary, Gary. So we truly thank you for your message to the class and also your challenge to the class as well. The Apprentice School had a rewarding year in 2017. We graduated the first cohort of Marine engineers. We increased the number of frontline fast apprentices to help meet the company's need for first-line supervision. And we graduated 184 of the world's finest shipbuilders. So today, as we celebrate the 99th year, 99 year of tradition and prepare for our centennial celebration, I assure you that the Apprentice School will continue to develop outstanding men and women for rewarding careers at Newport News Shipbuilding. In closing, I invite you to stand and remain standing as we ask Reverend Cobb if she would come back up and lead us in our benediction. Reverend Cobb.
We pray. Dear God, you are the source of love, wisdom, caring, laughter. Give to us this day the peace which the world cannot give. You are calling each of us to ventures of which we cannot see the ending. We're not sure what will happen in our futures or what difficulties there might be. So give us faith to go out in good courage, knowing that your hand is leading us and your love supporting us. We pray in your name. Amen.
So again, thank you for attending the ceremony today. And also, thanks to the class of 2017. Congratulations on the behalf of Newport News Shipbuilding, the Apprentice School, and the Apprentice School Alumni Association. As our ceremony concludes, please note that the Apprentice School Student Association will be hosting a reception in the dining hall. At this time, we'd like to ask Mrs. Jordan Dillard to conclude our ceremony by leading the recessional.
Thank you.